Know anybody who's moving to or from Toronto and the GTA? Let's chat. I'd appreciate it if you'd share my videos with anyone you know who might be interested in making a move in Toronto and the surrounding areas. We're all about living in Toronto and the GTA, moving to Toronto, relocating to Toronto, or moving out of the city. We also cover the GTA Greater Toronto Area. Toronto, obviously, York Region, Peel, Durham, Halton, and Simcoe region. If you or anybody you know want to learn everything about living in Toronto, the GTA, and the surrounding areas, subscribe to this channel and tap the bell for notifications so all of you can be the first to know about the current real estate market in Toronto and the GTA. Whether you or someone you know are moving in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so we can help you make a smooth transition anywhere in the GTA. There's a lot of talk about how unaffordable living in Toronto and the GTA is. It's not easy these days. I particularly empathize with people who are trying to get their first home. Getting started is always the most difficult challenge. I'm going to try and provide realistic options in this video for getting your first place in the GTA. What type of home is possible? What's the starting price point? What do you get for the same price in Toronto's core versus the 905 or suburban areas outside the core? I'm filming this video over the winter of 2024 and 2025. The lowest price range for a residential property in Toronto are condos right now. They're in the $300,000 to $500,000 range. Condo prices went down significantly from the peak of the market, which was 3 years ago in the winter of 2022. There were thousands of buyers that winter trying to buy before the first interest rate hike, and that accounted for the severe peak in sold prices. From spring 2022 onwards, interest rates started rising for the first time in years. That had the effect of driving condo prices down. When you look at the average GTA condo price from spring of 2022 to August 24, the general trend was down, although it did go up here and there for a few months. It wasn't a simple downward dive. June 2024, Bank of Canada started lowering the interest rate for the first time since that winter of 2022. July and August are typically slow sales months for real estate in the GTA, as many Canadians are on vacation during those months. Therefore, the dropping interest rate didn't have an immediate effect on driving prices upwards. In fact, then hit the market low in terms of price for condos in August 2024. Since August, prices have been rising again. Why? Inventory dropped by 1,000 listings from October to November 2024. And we've had 5 interest rate drops since June of 2024. And we're expecting yet another drop sometime this winter. Both the shrinking inventory and dropping interest rate will continue to push prices upwards. With that said, condos are still selling considerably lower than they did during the peak price of that winter in 2022, making them a good value today. Bottom line, condos are the best value right now. I'll focus on buying your first home as a condo in this video. I'll talk about houses on an upcoming video. What's the lower range of price for condos in Toronto and the GTA? As I mentioned, you're looking at about $300,000 to $500,000 for the most part. Realistically, this is the lowest price point you can get a decent condo in Toronto. I realize that even at that price point, it's going to be a challenge for many people, especially if you're just starting your career. Trying to buy a property as a single person is also very difficult unless you have an extremely high-paying job. If there are two of you working full-time and you can buy together, whether you're a partner in life or doing it as a business contract, that will help tremendously. Down payment can be as low as 5 to 10%. That means requiring mortgage insurance, like CMHC, but it also allows you to get into the market sooner before prices start rising significantly again. The other factor is, what do you get for that price? The condo's location will make a big difference. A lot of people assume that buying in Toronto's downtown core will get you a smaller condo compared to a condo at the same price at the outer edges of Toronto or outside of Toronto altogether. And yes, for the most part, that is true. If you work mostly from home or if your commute is practical, looking outside Toronto Centre will get you a better value. Let's look at a couple of examples of downtown Toronto condos under $500,000 and let's see what you can get for that. Here's the first listing in central Toronto that we're going to look at. This is uptown Toronto at Eglinton and Yonge. In my opinion, this listing has two great strengths. One is the development was recently built. Everything's modern, fresh, up to date. Some really good amenities as well. And the other major advantage is its fantastic location. It's at Yonge and Eglinton, right on the Yonge subway line, the number 1 line. And, if it ever opens, the Eglinton LRT crosstown line as well. That corner has a lot of retail combined with a lot of residents, both condo and freehold. So an excellent neighborhood to buy into. $399, $999, $400,000 essentially. And this is Nathan Mason's listing. It's under 500 square feet. There's no parking. And it has a full bathroom, and it is a bachelor, so there's no separate bedroom. It does have a balcony. Let's take a look at some of the photos. Go into the gallery on the listing. This is obviously the pool at the building. Here's the outside. As you can see, it's quite a recently built unit. That's the view from the unit balcony. That's essentially the living room area looking into its balcony or out onto its balcony. Reverse angle, bathtub, sink and toilet, the kitchen inside, another view of the balcony. Has its own locker, and there's the floor plan. So that would obviously work for a single person. Infinity pool on the outdoor deck of the condo building, and you have access to the gym, and they have retail on the first floor. Party area, more gym shots, outdoor space. At a similar price point, here's what you can buy outside the downtown core, also at $500,000 or less. Here we have George Nicopolis's Keele Street condo listing, and it's $400,000, $399,000, $999,000. Same as the uptown condo that we saw at Yonge and Eglinton. And again, you get more for your money as you move away from central Toronto. So this one is Downsview Roding CFB, which is, it's actually along the number 1 subway line. It's at the, it's near the Downsview station. So it's not inconvenient to get out here, but it is further away from the core of Toronto. So again, as I've mentioned in the video, you get more for your money as you move out from the middle of Toronto. So now we're further out. It's 500 to 600 square feet, parking spot included, and it has a proper separate bedroom. So let's take a look at George's photos in the gallery that he's posted. That's obviously the exterior. It's a low-rise condo building, 3 stories. And here's the unit. A small living area. And a kitchen to one side there. Small dining area in the middle. Back into the kitchen again. This is a good view showing the dining in the foreground here, kitchen to one side, the living area over there. Through that room is the bedroom and the bathroom over there. Here's the bedroom. Has its own closet. There's the foyer. And here's the 3-piece bathroom. Sink, toilet, shower booth. Ensuite laundry. Always a great feature. And the parking spots are back there. Here we have Arsh's listing. It's located at Keele and Eglinton, so further away from the downtown Toronto core. It is 600 to 700 square feet, so the space is getting larger, as you can see. Includes parking, and it has a proper bedroom. Relatively new build as well. We're in the lobby area, of course, and now we've entered the suite. There was a foyer, living room and kitchen. Living room only, looking out onto an open balcony. Still in the living room. Now we're including the kitchen as well. Open concept, of course. And we've moved into the separate bedroom, which has a double closet. And the 4-piece bathroom. Sink, toilet, faucet for the tub, and shower head, so 4 pieces. Ensuite, laundry, and let's head out onto the balcony. We're now looking at Mohammed's 3088 Kennedy Road 306 listing, and it's $389,900, not dissimilar from the price point that we're seeing downtown at $399. So there's a big difference though, and this is what I was alluding to earlier. This one is in Scarborough, and we're quite a bit out of the downtown core. We're still technically in Toronto. We're at Kennedy and McNichol, but that's quite a few kilometers from the downtown core or uptown, the Young Eglinton one. It's quite far away from that. And now you're looking at 600 to 700 square feet range. Parking is included, and there is indeed a separate bedroom. This is not a bachelor. So it was what I had mentioned earlier, that you get larger space the further you move out of downtown or even central Toronto. So let's take a look at the pictures of Mohammed's listing. There's the exterior, lobby, and we're in the unit now. Clean, bright. Kitchen is bigger and separate behind that wall. Completely separate living room. A bay window. There's enough room that really separates a small dining table there as well. It shows you the layout well. We're inside the kitchen area now. And clear separation from the living and dining area with a pass-through window there. We're in a separate bedroom, unlike the ones that are in uptown Toronto or downtown Toronto. Large closet. And of course the bathroom. And we're now back in the amenities. On the next video, I'll show you what type of condos you can get in some of the 905 regions. Durham to the east, York region to the north, and Peel to the west. After that, I'll do videos on condos even further from Toronto. What's possible for the same price point in cities like Hamilton, Barrie, Cobourg, and so on. If you have any questions at all about real estate, I'd appreciate your feedback. Give me a call or send a text or write me an email. All of my contact info is in the description below.